Hello, hello, welcome to Leap Taken. Here at Leap Taken, I talk about all things witchy, craft related, law of attraction, manifesting, esoteric, and everything else in between. And this is another Grimoire Book of Shadows video where I'm going to just update my personal grimoire. And that's what this actually is. I don't even know where the piece is to put this back. I included, I'm really concerned because I want to fix it and I can't. So I might have to just take these off and put something else here, but you get the gist. This is she, this is me. This is like candle wax, like this is really used. Anyway, and this is NCT Dream. Don't worry about that. This is a notebook I got for free actually at a record store. But let's get into the video. So I have some sigils that I created in this book and this notebook. This is kind of like just my everything notebook. So you already see where the energy we going in. So I worked through some things. If you didn't know how to do sigils, you know, you get a phrase or word and, you know, you turn it into a sigil. So I just practiced until I got what I wanted on these. So yeah, this one, I ended up going with this one, but I'm going to get into you. So these sigils and the meanings are going to get added to this book. So that's what we're going to do today. So let me get to a page as I explain to you about these sigils. So the first one is they got me effed up, but we spelled word out. And I basically cross out the vowels, and then I'm left with just the non-vowels, the consonants. So I just make sure there's no repeat, and I just started trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I landed on this particular sigil, and I drew it 3 times, you know, just to make sure I kept practicing, make sure I had it. So why would I make a sigil like this? Well, there's a number of reasons I can make a sigil like this. I can just think off the top of my head. But I wanted very practical sigils for the way I live my life. And this could go from anything to some like legal stuff. Let's say prime example, it's small, it's like a $10 thing, but that's not the point. Apparently, I'm being charged for having an alarm in my home, and I'm being charged by a government agency, a local government agency or whatever, and I have to pay a $10 something, and they got me effed up. Like, why am I spending $10 for you to respond to my alarm? This is not punishment for, like, you know, I'm being fined because it kept going off, because that's the thing, and I understand that, although not really, but I'm gonna pretend I understand. But no, they got me effed up. Like, you really think I'm going to keep wanting to pay this $10? I'm looking for the loophole. So what I would do is I would use this sigil when I get the paperwork. I would put it on there. For instance, I never know when first of all, I'm very confused about the billing, because I usually get a bill and it's like a notice, like they've been billing me and I just didn't pay. I didn't even know I was supposed. I don't even want to get into this. The point is, this is the type of situation. If I was doing something for something as minor and ridiculous as that, to, you know, maybe you're dealing with an actual person, maybe it's somebody at your job, and they got you effed up. And the energy you put behind this is they're going to learn who you really are. They're going to learn. Now, you might not have to do nothing. You may not have to put your hands on nobody. I'm not advocating. That's not what this sigil represents. But through the power of just energy, they will understand they did get you effed up. And how will they know that? Because they're going to see who you really are and how you're not to be played with. So this is a very powerful sigil, and that's why I wanted to keep this. So that's this one. Let me move on to the next one. So this one's a little more straightforward. Hecate invoke. So you say, okay, I invoked her essence, her energy. I petitioned her essentially for this work, and it's approved. Especially if I've reached out and I was looking for an answer. I was looking for her to sort of co-sign whatever magical stuff I'm getting into. This is the sigil I would put on the item. And you can have more than one sigil on something. So like a candle, if I was doing a candle spell for something and I invoked her, or even if it's a candle dedicated to her, this is just going to be the sigil I like to use going forward. So it's simply Hecate invoke, but obviously there's more meaning behind just those words. And then protect me well. So the energy of just protection of me. So no matter what's going on, this is something I can draw on my car windows. Just, it doesn't, you don't draw, but so you just take your finger, do something like that. Or just on your car seat, protect me well. Now, at this point, when you activate something like this, you can reach out to your ancestors, which I'll be doing. And pulling, focusing on that energy with the purpose of activating it into this actual sigil. So this is all about protection. This is about personal protection. So this can be on the go. I can draw this in the air if I'm in a dangerous situation, or if I just feel uncomfortable. Yeah, I can draw this, just in the air, or just, use my finger to draw it, like without anybody really noticing it. I know how it goes. And the key to this is to, like, and I'm doing it as I'm pointing as I do it anyway. The key is to know your sigils. This is the issue when you try to go headstrong in and create a bunch of sigils. It's okay if you got to keep referencing them at first, but after a while, like things like this, you want to remember this. You want to know what this is because you want to be able to use this on demand. And then we have this, by this sigil, my power and my magic activates. So this is something where if I'm trying to basically give life into something, I'm basically encoding it with my energy to direct my intention energy. This is something I could use quite often. And I settled in on this, and I drew it more than once. So, I took this, same deal, broke it out even further, got rid of the repeats, and I reduced it down to this. And I like this because I want to use this almost all the time. And that's what this basically is for me. It's a variation of kind of a little bit of breaking all this down, and I just made it very simple. I tried different things. I scratched it out because I didn't like it, but this is for me. This is it. So I'm going to attempt to redraw these in a way that looks more aesthetically pleasing in this book. So if you are interested in seeing it, let's go ahead and take a look. So we're going to get out some pens and things like that, try to make this a little snazzy. I think I want to use these. I'm trying to decide. I love the purple. Yeah, I love the purple. Can we take this out? Okay, so we're going to use this. This is an oil-based marker, by the way. I haven't used these in a while. Let's test it. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah, we're using this. Let me see if the other side got... Ooh, look at this. Oh, this is happening. So these are oil-based markers. Ow. Fancy. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do blue. And I'm trying to decide. This is like a pretty... I like this. The short answer is yes. It don't take much. Anyway, so we're going to use these colors. And by the way, for this, I used a... I got this from the Dollar Tree a while ago, chalk writer. So I was thinking about using it here, but I don't think it's going to look right on this page, like when I write it out. So I actually have a chalkboard in my kitchen. I need to set up a design. But anyway, or you know what? Let me stop lying. I'll get my daughter to do it. She's better at this, is like freehand stuff like that. But anyway, that's what this is. And I have one in blue as well, and silver and so forth. But let me get to actually getting this down on the page. Also, if you're enjoying the content so far, please go ahead and hit the like button. It does help the channel, and subscribe if you would like to as well. So let me get to it without further ado. Okay, so here is the final thing. I like to do different things. I like to add, you see, I wanted that gold because I know that the gold would make sense, but this blue is just, it's picking up on some of the blue, a little bit of the blue in the sigils thing, but it's cool. You know, the washi is not going to last forever. I got to get some more. But what I wanted to do is I took pages out of this book. If you have a book and it has beautiful pictures and, you know, illustration or drawings or whatever that you really like, I feel like I can always order another book. I don't, you know, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. It's just not. So, I wanted this page, you know, I wanted this out for myself. So what I did was, basically I wanted something where you kind of, I like stuff like pop out and all that sort of stuff. And I love this imagery. So sigils, and it's like, you know, you're cooking up something, because there will be another part of creating the sigils, by the way, is I will need to actually activate these sigils. And this is part of the magic, low key, of kind of what it looks like. And I love the idea of like the notebook, and I feel like the picture fits what I'm doing here. And I love like the protection of the soul. But yeah, and then it's just a matter of me writing these down. I can always add in more papers here to this. I can add some to this side as well, like the glue. And that way, you know, I just have this little book in here of like parchment paper. I like where it's just like, it looks like it's something I just slipped on a piece of paper and put it in here. I like this, and I definitely love this image, but you know, to each their own. But yeah, I think my sigils came out really cute and I like it. Yeah, they got me effed up. I like this. I could say invoke, protect me well, and then of course my activation symbol or sigil, yeah, same thing. So hopefully this was interesting to watch. It was for me. I like to be able to play in different things, different mediums, and try different things. Remember, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, why didn't she do this? Why didn't she do that? I don't use like maybe one day I will like use a ruler to make sure everything's lined up. But the magic, like the fun at looking at a completely finished Book of Shadows or Grimoire, I like that. When you look at it by yourself, sometimes it's hard to really see. Not by yourself. What am I trying to say? When you first just look at it, when you're looking at it with your eyes and you're making something, you think, oh, it's not professional. It's not. I'm not selling this. This is just for me. This is my personal book. With my personal spells, rituals, and so forth. So the intention is never to try to sell this to someone or make some sort of profit off of it. This is all me. So yeah. So thanks again for watching. Again, I am Mika. This is Leap Taken. Don't forget to hit that like button. Again, subscribe if you have not already. And if you'd like to, consider hitting that join button to join Leap Taken membership. Also, head over to my website, leaptaken.com. Check out the services that I offer. And if you're so inclined, go ahead and look into purchasing one. You can also reach out to me through the messaging on the website if you have questions and you're not sure. If you want to ask first, I'm perfectly fine with that, so you don't have to ask in the comments here. Otherwise, please do leave comments. Apparently, this helps me on YouTube as well. All right, thanks again. Bye.